here tonight at Homer Bryce Stadium, home of the Lumberjacks, for a rivalry game that's been going on for a long time between the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks and the Northwestern State Demons. This is as we said, it's been a long time coming. Northwestern State actually leads the all-time series 46-28, and there's also been 3 ties in this series, and it's a battle of 2 teams that are separated by just a little more than a 2-hour drive over the east border of Texas and the west border of Louisiana. Thank you for being with us tonight here at Homer Bryce Stadium in Nacogdoches, Texas. It's a battle between Nacogdoches and Natchitoches, Louisiana. Going to be a fun one tonight. I'm Chris Simmons. I'm joined as always by my partner Courtney Garcia. And Courtney, when we look at this game and we look to see between 2 teams, when the numbers are compared and contrast against each other, it's a world of difference between these 2 programs. Northwestern State in the hundreds of all their rankings. SFA really ranked high and well. But when it comes to a rivalry game, you kind of throw all that away.
Yeah, you throw the records, you throw everything out of the window. I mean, this is a head-knocking game, and both teams are going to come out to play. I mean, North, when you talk about their defense and what they did last week against one of the top offenses, and SFA has a top offense of their own. So we'll see how this game goes. It should be a fun one. I expect nothing but the best performance by both teams.
I think you're exactly right. Jacob Hand set to do the kicking for the Lumberjacks here to start this one off. Lumberjacks won the toss and elected to defer until the second half. Northwestern State will be receiving it. No reception needed here as the touchback to start things off, and that'll bring on a Northwestern State offense that has yet to really find its groove. It's been struggling so far early on in the season.
Right. I mean, they've had their struggles, and I mean, last week they had to use a little bit of ball control, running the football. So you're going to expect anything from this Northwestern State offense. It's going to be running the football and using their pass game here and there. But they want to establish the run against this SFA defense.
And on the other hand, this SFA defense has been one that has the has the numbers that's been nationally recognized. It's one of the strongest defenses in the entire nation off to this start. And so the Lumberjacks come out. Courtney, tell me really quick, what do they do really well?
I mean, they stop the run.
Yeah.
They have some big guys up front. SFA wants to stop the run, and they have really good guys on the back end to slow down the passing attack.
JT Fayard under pressure on the first snap of the game. Pass falls incomplete. Pass was intended for Joseph Moreland, the freshman tight end for the Demons. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up.
And now it's Tyler Hutcherson getting back there and causing some issues with the nickel blitz.
It's going to be a lot of pressure, a lot of different things coming from the Lumberjacks in the direction of the Demons. And so we'll give you some starters here in a moment. To the left of the quarterback Fayard is Kenneth Lacey. He's broke off a long run this season, one of the few touchdowns that Northwestern State actually has. Fayard dropping back, looking to his left, looking, under pressure, going absolutely nowhere. The Lumberjack defense swallows him up for a sack on the 2nd play of the game. The SFA defense is loud and proud here early on, making the impact. I believe Kai Thomas in to make the hit.
And you got to give credit to the back end as well. That SFA was in man defense, and the quarterback was looking for his running back, number 2, Kenneth Lacey, but he was covered up by the linebacker. Just great defense on the back end to allow the front guys to get the sack.
3rd down and 16 coming up. It's a 3rd and long situation. Northwestern State backed up deep in their own territory. Just a start that the Lumberjacks looked for here. A lot of special nights for a lot of reasons. Fayard dropping back to pass, a high pass, intercepted on the 3rd play. Jaheim Mullen running it back. Will he get it in? He escapes one tackle, but will be tripped up at the 10. Mullen with the interception. It's 1st and goal for the Lumberjacks to start off their offensive drive.
And you have to give that to the pressure of this defensive line by SFA, and they forced a bad throw. I call it a duck. They forced a duck throw by the quarterback, and it was just an easy interception for the Lumberjacks.
And I actually won't be 1st and goal. It will be 1st and 12 here to start off in this offensive drive for the Lumberjacks. The offense has been a well-oiled machine. They've been attacking in a lot of ways. Talking with Coach Carthel this week, the emphasis here is early on, Courtney, they got to establish the run.
Right. I mean, he specified that to us. The run game is going to open up the passing game, especially against a 3-3-5 defense where you expect this SFA to run the ball against that type of defense.
First snap out to the right side. The run is going to be stuffed just outside the right hash for Quaylen Jones, who he has just been an absolute dude
And I got to say this about the Northwestern State defense. Last week, they went up against another prolific offense in Southeast Missouri. And I tell you what, they thrived in the red zone, forcing 4 field goals and only allowing 1 touchdown. So that's going to be something to watch, especially when the SFA offense gets in the red zone.
2nd and 10 coming now for SFA. Vidlac in the gun. He'll put a man in motion. That's his big tight end, Lindo. Snap taken, dropping back, looking right, now over the middle, finds the slant. Slant is caught at the 5-yard line where he'll be brought down. Believe that's Anthony Williams. Pardon me, Jordan Neighbors on the reception. 3rd down and short coming up for SFA.
And Jordan Neighbors had a big game. I mean, SFA was on a bye week, but coach called it Jack's week.
Yeah.
so Neighbors had a big game in their last game. So he's a guy that's been up and coming as a receiver in this program.
So Vidlac will work with 3rd and short. Could be a free play here. They went. The defense jumped. The throw's up. It's complete. It's a touchdown, SFA. Blaine Green with the 6-yard touchdown reception for the Lumberjacks. There is a flag on the play. I believe that'll be waved off for offsides.
And I tell you what, that's what you do. You see here the offsides, but you just throw it up to your big receiver, Blaine Green, who is a top 10 receiver in the conference. I mean, SFA is littered playmakers on the outside, and Blaine Green is one of them.
Yeah, just absolutely, just a strong presence on the offensive end, and they continue to start things off really well. Defensively with the interception, offensively scoring on the first drive. As a coach, that's exactly what you're looking for. Campos out for the extra point now here for SFA. Hold is down, kick is up. The arms are up, the kick is good, and Stephen F. Austin leads. A couple minutes into this one here in the first quarter, the score is 7-0. We'll be back right in a moment on ESPN Plus. And welcome back here to Homer Bryce Stadium. The score 7-0. Lumberjacks forced a turnover, got the interception. Mullins doing the honors of that, and then the offense coming back on the other side of things. A 3-play, 12-yard drive for a touchdown for SFA. And so, Courtney, it's a strong start. It's exactly what Coach Carkle and the Lumberjacks were hoping for here early on.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you expect from this SFA team. That's what they've done all year long, especially at home. They have started fast on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. I mean, that's just who they are. I mean, especially they're pressing man off defense that wants to get in your face and wants to attack you, and the offense wants to attack you and spread you out and get the ball to the playmakers to get it out, get the ball out in space and put points on the board in a hurry.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. And so here comes Northwestern State. They will shift quarterbacks here. Quaterius Hawkins, the senior quarterback, coming in place of the freshman J.T. Fayard. He'll hand it off. Up the middle is the run, but the run not going anywhere. Stuffed immediately. First doing the honors is Luke Watson, the junior linebacker. He tends to be a guy that has a nose for the ball. Is around him and Southern do a really great job of being around the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. They fly around, and I think that's the basis of what Coach Carter wants these linebackers to do. He has a huge defensive line in front of him. He wants those guys to fill holes and fly around on their defensive side of the ball.
So, 2nd down and 10. After the play got just back to the line of scrimmage, Hawkins, the man to his right, he'll fake the handoff and then keep it himself, but then he's tackled in the backfield. Tackle for loss by Tony Aniwanu. And once again, the offensive line for Northwestern State has been, it's been leaving a lot to be desired, to say the least. It's not had a lot of consistency. They are definitely building from the ground up on it, and the SFA defense has gotten so many pressures this year that it's going to present a challenge for this Northwestern State offensive line.
Right, and they're going to have to get the ball out quick. I mean, SFA has multiple guys in that front seven that can get after the football. 3rd
down and 11 here for the Demons. Snap is taken to the right. Hawkins swinging out, finding the wide receiver screen. It's complete. Pass caught, tackled. It's Kenneth Lacey. Did not get about 4 yards away from a first down. 4th and short.
And plays like that are good. You have to put their bases on moving forward, just because of just how attacking this defense is, and just how, like you said, the offensive line, they're rebuilding that. So they're going to have to use that short passing screen game to get some movement on offense, especially, and also running the ball as well.
Reed Honstein coming out to do the punting for the Demons. And SFA looks like they are going to send the entire house on this one. The punt does get away. Back to receive is Kylan Harris. Takes a high bounce. And then Harris will fall on the ball. He did recover it. His helmet did get ripped off after choosing to. Ball was kind of. He was like a magnet for it. It was coming his direction.
Yes.
He kept backing away. He should have just peeled completely out. But in that one, he took it and took a little hit on the way as well.
Yeah, that's scary, especially with the multiple demons around him. So he didn't want the ball to roll any further, but that's a scary thing to do in that situation. So.
Lumberjacks offense has been a well-oiled machine through this first 4 games of the season for them. Lumberjacks are averaging 42.5, nearly 42.5 points a game, which ranks second in all of FCS. And they lead the Southland in scoring with 169 points through 4 games. They also are tied for second in FCS in rev zone percentage with 1,000. That's pretty good. 16 for 16, not too shabby.
Absolutely, very explosive offense.
Yeah. Llewellyn just came in to sub in for a second, so the snap has to be held, but they have to get the chance for the defense to make a substitution. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks starting back deep in their own territory. Handoff to Jones. Jones spins off of 1 tackle, then fights through another, gets a gain of what could have only been 2 or maybe 3, works that one out to a 7-yard gain. Quaylen Jones continues to just be a force. I mean, on average, the 7-yard gain there, on average, is what he's doing. On the season, 376 yards, only 1 touchdown, but he's averaging 7 yards a carry. And if my math is correct, that's going to do you a lot of good, especially getting first downs often. 2nd and 3. Jones he thought about going to the right, then came back to his left where he was stuffed, and they're going to give him 1 yard of advancing on that carry, but not a lot to write home about on it. So now it's 3rd and short.
Yeah, he's 13th in the FCS, 2nd in the Southland Conference in rushing, and 4th in total yards in the Southland as well. So he's a stout running back, and he's going to be a problem for anybody facing him.
So 3rd down and 2. Vidlac with 3 receivers to his right. He puts 1 man in motion. He'll fake the handoff, looking for the screen on the outside. Does get the screen complete. That's Anthony Williams. He's a running back, but he loves to catch the ball as well. He's, 5 receptions this season, the most of any running back for Stephen F. Austin in this high-powered offense.
You just gotta like the versatility overall from the running back. You got guys that can pound it down your throat, and you also have some guys that also can pound it down your throat, but also get out in space and be good receivers as well.
Vidlac working with split running backs, looking down the field. Catch is made. Now here comes the extra. Blaine Green spun around, stays on his feet. Up to the 35, 32 is where he's brought down. Huge gain for Stephen F. Austin. Blaine Green having a strong effort so far. The first drive of the game, he caught the 6-yard touchdown reception from Vidlac, and there he caught it and then made a great move afterwards.
As you see here, just sitting in that zone and just yards after the catch and just breaking tackles. And Blaine Green, he's a stout receiver, transferred from Oklahoma State.
Jones bouncing it outside on this carry. He advances up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the gain up to the 29. To bring up 2nd down and 6 for Stephen F. Austin.
And that's one thing Vidlac has done a great job, especially so far in this game, just because Northwestern State runs a 3-3-5 defense that is very opportunistic and looking for turnovers. That's what the defense is designed to do, is slow down the explosive plays, but he has to be a precision passer within this defense for Northwestern State.
Vidlac dropping back to pass on the slant, finds his guy. That's Harris, caught. First down for Stephen F. Austin in the red zone now as they get up to the 13-yard line. And Courtney, this defense for Northwestern State, a 3-3-5 set. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. It's really meant to try to limit the big explosive plays, but early on, not the case. Here's Vidlac, handoff going. Going to his left is the running back, just tackled and brought down. On the carry, it's Jalen Jenkins, counterpart with him and Quaylen Jones.
Just a running back by committee.
Yeah.
For SFA. I mean, they had their stout guys in Quaylen Jones and stuff, and guys like that. But it's just a lot of guys that they can throw at you.
2nd and 9. Vidlac looking on the right side of the field, wide open. He finds his man. Pass complete, almost a first down on the reception. It's Blaine Green. And Blaine Green has had nobody within 10 yards of him, it seems like, most of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what you expect from Northwestern State. They're not going to give it the big play, and they're going to try to make their money in the red zone.
Quick tempoed offense, of course, 3rd and 1. Handoff going to Jones. Jones got stuffed. He's not going to get the first down. He never got there. He was trying to force it right, but credit to the Demon defense. Able to shut down the run and make it a 4th and interesting here for Stephen F. Austin. If they're going to go for it, or they're going to set up for a field goal. I have a feeling they're going for it early on, but we shall see.
Like you said earlier, this is the Demons defense that forced 4 field goals last game. So I guess another prolific offense. So
Llewellyn checking in for Anthony Williams. 3 wide receivers on the left side, 1 isolated on the right. That 1 is Kylan Harris. Pardon me, Blaine Green on the right. Vidlag looking, lobbing, looking in the direction of Harris. Wow! On a dime, Kylan Harris. He makes a 7-yard touchdown reception, and Stephen F. Austin has their 2nd score of the game.
Man, Sam Vidlag put that one in the bread basket. Looking over 2 defenders, there's nothing they can do about it. A place only his receivers can. And man, just what a throw, what a pitching catch from Vidlag to Harris.
The offense picking up right where it left off after what Coach Carthel called not to be a bye week, but a Jacks week, where they focus on themselves getting better, and they come out looking very strong. Campos out for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. There is a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be offsides, though, which should be relatively ignored, I believe. Let's see. I believe the defense jumped on it. Yeah, it will be just that. Stephen F. Austin will accept or decline the penalty, take the points. The score 14-0. We'll be back in a moment. We have a break here from Homer Bryce Stadium. Stephen F. Austin off to an early start here in the rivalry matchup on a Saturday night from Homer Bryce. Welcome back here to Homer Bryce. Hand doing the kicking off once again for the 3rd time this evening. It will be the 3rd time a touchback. And this matchup between 2 rivals, it goes back for a very long time. Stephen F. Austin has won the last 2 of these matchups. But listen, it's been a fierce rivalry. Northwestern State actually leads the all-time series between them and SFA, 46-28-3. Anytime the game is in Nacogdoches, Northwestern State has won 27 times, lost at 14, and tied twice. When it's Natchitoches, they've won 19, they've lost 14, and tied once, and they play for the largest traveling trophy in sports. A 7'6", 320-pound trophy that we will get to show you towards the end of the game. Right now it's located on the far hill to our right from the broadcast booth up here. A run play to start things off on the opening drive. 2nd down and 10 after the 1 yard, pardon me, 2nd down and 9 after a 1-yard carry from Zay Davis. Score 14-0. We're just getting things started here from Homer Bryce, and Stephen F. Austin has been, I think tonight they have a chance to really open some eyes and maybe get some more awareness, because right now, listen, you can only play who's on the schedule. You can only play who's on the schedule, and I think that tonight, if they come out with a dominant performance, they will make some moves. They will be seen. It will be heard if they can come out and make a dominant statement here this evening. Fayette back as the as the quarterback, and just overthrew the wide receiver on that one. Looking down the field, SFA actually had a blown coverage, and there was a chance for the Demons, but just slightly overthrown.
Yeah, you have to be precise in what you're doing, especially against this SFA defense. That should have been a play that you should have gotten, especially you're not going to get many blown coverages from this defense. He just got behind Jeremiah Walker, and Sean Adams was just not able to get over from his safety position. So that's just play that you probably want. We want that play back if you're the Northwestern State offense.
So Fayard working with wide receiver two of them to his right and the running back to his right as well. Fayard under pressure, and he will take another sack, 2nd sack of the game.
That's Josiah Cotton.
Josiah Cotton also with the little salsa afterwards.
And he's a top 15. He's top 15 in tackles for loss in the conference. So it's just another guy that makes plays on this SFA defense.
So quickly, that drive is going to be another 3 and out. So far, the drive summary for Northwestern State has been an interception, a punt, and now another punt coming. The snap and the punt is off. Ball's going to land at the 40. Received by Adams. Adams shaking, baking up the sideline, and there will be a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Referees discussing it here. Stephen F. Austin getting ready to set up their offensive drive.
During the return, personal foul, face mask, number 25, kicking team. 15-yard penalty to be added at the end of the run. Automatic first down.
So there will be 15 yards added on to the end of that return for Stephen F. Austin. Face mask called against the Demons, and Stephen F. Austin leading 14-0, and right now everything clicking and working really well offensively for Northwestern State. You are in the midst of trying to literally rebuild a program here. I believe we have a break happening here. We'll kick it away for a quick break as well. We'll be right back here from Homer Bryce Stadium. And welcome back here. The score 14-0. Lumberjacks have started off with a touchdown with Blaine Green, a touchdown to Kylan Harris, and that kind of sums up what their offensive attack has been. It's been balanced, and Braylon Jones does a lot of the heavy lifting, and then the receivers get to do a lot of the playing on the end around here for the Lumberjacks. A big start here on this drive, a gain of 17 yards on the carry. It's Jordan Neighbors, and I know you like Jordan Neighbors. I know you love getting to watch his film. He's one of really a four-headed monster of the receiving corps for this SFA team.
Absolutely, he's a stud player, and he gets overshadowed a bit by Kylan Harris, who's one of the top receivers in the FCS. So, and also Blaine Green, who's having a big game as well. So, when you get to looking down their roster, especially in the wide receiver room, you see just guys just all over the place that can get down the field. They're speedy, they catch the ball well, and they just make plays when they're needed by SFA.
When you have a deep running back room and a deep wide receiving room, I haven't met a coach that says, no, I don't really want that. You know, I've never met a coach that says,
and a top quarterback.
And a top quarterback on top of that. That's just the cherry on top of everything else. Vidlac will fake the handoff, throw one up for Green. Green didn't finish the catch. So close, almost was just an absolute ridiculous catch. Is a great play on the defensive side of things from Isaiah Robinson, the corner.
It just popped out his hands.
Yeah.
It was there in the bread basket. It just was not able to finish the catch.
Vidlac now has placed just on a dime a couple just perfect throws. The one to Harris was great. The one to Green was great on the first drive. That one was well put as well. Third down and long here for Stephen F. Austin. Third down conversions have not been their strong suit this year, just coming into the game with a little over 26%. Tonight already 4 for 4. Vidlac pointing and controlling things. He'll just flip it out.
Just great pressure. Great
job on the pursuit. 5-98 for Northwestern State. That's Blake Gotcher, who they're happy to have him back, and Tyler Lewis Jr.
And Gotcher's a leader in tackles for the team. So
he kind of is all over the field. He's one of those guys that he's a cornerstone that they're building off of for this defense. He's a junior defensive back, and you know, Mass Exit is out of the program last year, and now they really are starting from scratch. Here comes a field goal opportunity for Stephen F. Austin. A 36-yard attempt for Campos. The kick is good. 36-yard field goal for Stephen F. Austin. Caps off their drive. The score now 17-0. And, you know, as the Demons get ready to come back out on the field, Blaine McCorkle has now kind of completed the cycle through the FCS. He has been in and around FCS football for most of his life is what it seems like. He has a 31-30 career record. He is 0-5 coming in tonight as the Northwestern State head coach. But he is now, with this game included, he is now coached against every conference in FCS play. He's worked his way through, and he has his hands full with it. It's a big job to be able to come back and rebuild a program like he's being asked to do. And so the expectations are a little different for what they're expecting and what Stephen F. Austin are expecting, but it's a rivalry game, and you never know what might come next for sure.
Absolutely. I think, like you just said, he's a guy that's been around the country in the FCS, and if you want a guy that wants to rebuild a program, that Northwestern State needs to rebuild the program, it's that guy.
Yeah.
He's been around, he's seen everything, so they're in the right hands with him.
McCorkle came to Natchitoches after a successful. Oh, and is that an onside kick?
They called the play. I don't believe it made it. The referees were seeing.
We have flag is down on the surprise onside kick, and if it's the rivalry game, who cares? Score don't matter. You got to go for it here. I don't know if it made it 10 yards. I don't know if we have.
Close.
I don't know if we have a replay to be able to see that either. If we do, might be able to see what we're going on here. But let's hear from the referee as they're still discussing.
They're putting it down as a half a yard.
Let's check it out here.
Can't see much from that one.
All right, so here comes the official. Tell us what's going on here.
Illegal touching on the kicking team. Offside on the kicking team. Number 45. That 5 yards will be enforced from the illegal touching spot. First down, Northwestern State.
Northwestern State will get possession of it as SFA touched it just a touch too soon, and they kind of caught all of us off guard on the kickoff there. We were just talking about McCorkle, and he came to Natchitoches after a successful 6-season run as the head coach at Belhaven University in Jackson, Mississippi. In that time, he turned the Blazers into a conference champion that earned the school's first NCAA Division III playoff berth. He's got this reputation, this history of being able to come into programs and help turn them around. He led Belhaven to the outright 2023 USA South Conference Championship, first such title in program history. Belhaven went 9-2, so that was a program he came in and he went 24-7 there at Belhaven. So he started from the bottom, worked his way up, and he's hoping for the same kind of results here in Natchitoches with these Demons.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to build it back up.
Yep.
I mean, it's like a lot of turmoil in the program last year, and so he's just gonna have to just build it year by year and just continue to build his culture within that program. The culture is a big thing, and that goes into recruiting guys into your culture, and also your upperclassmen that'll be upperclassmen next year, pushing that culture into those younger guys that come into the program, whether it's transfers or high school seniors.
And this Northwestern State squad has they've been up against it. As we saw, they traveled to Tulsa, they lost that one 62-28. They go to Prairie View, lost that one 37-31. That's been their closest game of the season so far. And so you're kind of like, wow, okay, they're making improvement. Well, then South Alabama, they go there, and that high-powered offense, that one made national headlines, because anytime a team scores 87 points on you, you're going to have that happen. But then the next one, Weber State 39-0, got shut out there, and they've been shut out the last two games. They got shut out last week against Southeast Missouri State, but the positive note is that it was a 19-0 score in that one. So the defense really held up to their end of the bargain, and it looks like the results of what's going to happen there is we are going to be re-kicking this one off. Lumberjacks will be kicking this one off from the 30 now, as that was Northwestern State's decision. Instead of getting really great field position on this half of the field. So here we go. Miles Kit Deaton and Zay Davis back to return this one. A line drive kick. Will it stay in bounds? Oh, wow.
It did.
Just like golf. It's a hole-in-one. Nailing the pylon. I don't know if Hans could do that again if he tried, if it was on purpose or not, but it saves it. I mean, that's just little inches away from being a penalty, and something you're like, man, come on, we got to do better. But that one, now it's like, hey, it's a hole-in-one, and on the football field, you don't see it a whole lot.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day in college football, and that just adds to it right there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So here we go for the Northwestern State offense trotting back out here. We've seen two different quarterbacks on three different drives, so now Fayard will be back again.
Fayard, Katy product, a Texas kid.
All right.
From the Katy area as well. So
the first drives have been interceptions and two punts. He's airing this one out, and the turf monster tripped up the receiver on that one. The receiver being Kennard King.
And now it's Travion Sneed getting a hit on the quarterback, and you wonder where he transferred from.
Tell me that. Tell me.
Northwestern State.
Northwestern State.
So he's playing against his old team here at SFA. So getting a hit on the quarterback from your old team against your old team. So
He knows a thing or two about this squad.
Absolutely.
The squad out in purple. SFA here tonight in the blackout. Everybody encouraged to wear black uniforms. A lot of black shirts out in the crowd. Hawkins comes in for this one. The pitch is thrown behind. It falls on the ground. Stephen F. Austin recovers. On the recovery for Stephen F. Austin.
It's not the start you wanted from Northwestern.
No, it's not. Sure looked like Kamar Kimball came in and made the snatch on that one. So another turnover for this Demon offense.
And I think every week even moving forward is taking care of the football against Stephen F. Austin. Because if you give this offense more chances, they can just rack up on the scoreboard on you. So take care of the ball. It has to be priority number one for offenses in the future and Northwestern State even in this game.
So Vidlac working. Receiver in motion is Llewellyn. He looks his direction. Pass will be complete to him. Rohan up to the 5 and out of bounds, maybe getting to the 4. We'll see where they mark it. First and goal for Stephen F. Austin from the 4-yard line now. Llewellyn making the catch.
And the thing Coach Carthel talked to us about was just, you know that Northwestern State is going to run a lot of man-to-man defense, and that just puts pressure on his receivers to win their one-on-ones. And so you see that here earlier. This receiving core for SFA is definitely winning their one-on-ones against this Northwestern State defense.
Handoff going to Jones. Jones, the big running back, trying to fight his way through the middle. Won't get the arms on this one. Down at the 1-yard line. He might say, "Coach, tap me back in. Let me cap this one off."
Expecting to get it right back to him.
Handoff will go to Jones up the right side. A 1-yard touchdown rush for Quaylen Jones, and Stephen F. Austin has their 3rd touchdown of the quarter.
Just impressive. You gotta love the celebration by these guys. Stephen F. Austin, you see it there, just walking into the end zone for Quaylen Jones, one of the best running backs in the FCS.
Extra point coming around now here. The score is 23-0. Campos with a chance to make it 24. Campos' kick is up. The point after is good. The score 24-0 in the home crowd has got to be proud of their team here in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta love it. I mean, both sides of the ball is clicking on all cylinders for the Lumberjacks, and I mean that's just gonna bring more people out to the games. And word, like you said, word of mouth is gonna get out around the conference, around the FCS. That this team at Boston State team is for real, and they're competent on both sides of the football.
I agree, and it's one of those things too that coaches will talk about. You know, games will mean a lot more at the end of October and November whenever you take care of these games in early October and late September. The more you win on the front end, the more on the back end these games have a lot of weight and influence, and I think that's what Stephen F. Austin, like I said, has their schedule has been. They have played some tough opponents. They have done it. I mean, obviously, what they did though. What's interesting about it? This is a little bit more electric than what they did against McNeese in the first conference game for them. But still, with McNeese, they got off to a quick start, and then they just found a way to lose it. I think their focus is a little bit better. I think they've learned their lesson after dropping. They are the only team right now that has lost a conference game in the Southland. So I think they learned their lesson after that first conference game, and now it's like, hey, no, it's pedal to the metal. Let's go. It's football. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, going through that experience of just being on the road in a tight game where you had a lead, you gave it back to McNeese State. That's only going to fuel this football team, and Coach Carthel has something he can always go back to, and where this team was, what they went through, and that's only going to help them throughout the rest of their season in conference play.
So far, the yardage comparison, Stephen F. Austin with 134 yards here in the first quarter, Northwestern State with -9. The defense and offense working together as a unit. Hawkins, the quarterback, he'll take the snap directly, gets hit almost immediately, and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Hawkins on the keeper.
And you can clearly see that this this Northwestern State offensive line is having some trouble getting a push against this defensive front of SFA, and it's stifling their run game, and it's allowing the linebackers of SFA to pin their ears back and find the football and make the play.
2nd down and 10 coming up for the Demons. Just under 2 minutes to go. No first down so far for Northwestern State on offense either. And I believe a timeout is taken by Stephen F. Austin here before the snap.
30 seconds in length.
A 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. And Courtney, coming off of a bye week, the Lumberjacks are, they seem poised, they seem locked in, and I know they're excited too because they had some of their guys get to come back and be a little more healthy. Coach Carter was really excited about that.
Yeah, and I think we get a chance to unwind from just the grinds of football. Like Coach Carter told us, they've been going since fall camp, so that's back in early August. And so these guys had a week to kind of wind down and kind of recharge overall, and come back the next week on a game week and just get themselves mentally prepared going into conference play. And you see that. And you see that time that they took off in Jack's week. We got to change that. It's bye week.
Yeah.
They took it off in Jack's week, as Coach Carter would say.
Yeah, we did get in trouble for trying to mention that in our press conference. Coach, we're not technically Lumberjacks. We're just, we're on TV getting to talk about
absolutely.
it. But 2nd down and 10 here for the Demons. The run will not be successful. That one, once again, maybe gained half a yard on the carry. Ankle snatching tackle by Tim Muhammad. He's had a good year so far as well. He's one of these guys that has a lot of tackles for this SFA squad. Also with 1 sack to his credit.
Yeah, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and so he's a guy that can make some plays for his defense.
Hawkins working against a 3rd and long situation, looking for Northwestern State's first down of the ball game. Hawkins dropping back. He's looking towards the left on the slant. The guy, it was right in his hands. The ball is snatched. The ball's caught by Stephen F. Austin, in and out of the hands of the Demons, and that's another interception for Jaheim Mullins.
Wow, what interception by Jaheim Mullins, and you saw if you get a replay eventually, but I mean, you just see that SFA showed man-to-man, and they drop back in the zone, and the quarterback was just not able to ID Mullins over the middle and some of those guys in that zone, and so disappointing. Well, I think they said it was not. I think they said touch the ground.
They're going to say that one touched the ground. Oh, Mullins almost had his second. Yeah, it hit the ground just before. So the punt squad out now here for Northwestern State.
Great attempt by Mullins to get his second of the game.
Boy, he was hungry. Big bounce in favor of the Demons. Trayshawn Adams there to take it off the second bounce and then gets hit by a host of Demons.
They've done a great job with their punt coverage. They have not allowed anything.
Yeah, and that's been something too. Adams and Harris for Stephen F. Austin have been very strong kick returners and punt returners, and so far the special teams coverage might be the strongest unit that they've had on the field so far. Honestly, I mean,
absolutely.
You got to start from somewhere. If you can be good in that, that's not a bad place to be starting off at. 24 points here in the first quarter for Stephen F. Austin, and with a chance still with 48 seconds to tack on some more because of how explosive their offense really does work, and it's a large part because of the consistency of the running game. But then the assets of the passing game are there. Harris in motion. He'll come behind Vidlak, who will take the snap. He looks right now back to his left, trying to make a flip pass over to Jones. Jones did not catch it. It hit the ground before he snatched it. Ball got deflected by the lineman on the attack there. That lineman, number 90, Chandler Owens, the freshman defensive tackle. And look at that number 90 down there as a freshman. He's a big kid, 95 as well. Johnny Mitchell, the nose tackle. That's a big dude as well.
Yeah, they have some size. I mean, you can tell that they've been able to stifle a few of the runs from SFA in this game.
Vidlak will find Fluellen on the slant. He makes the catch, now gets across for a first down, trying to keep the play alive and going. He gets pushed. It's a dog pile now here as we get to the 39-yard line. First down for Stephen F. Austin once again. Their 9th first down of the first quarter. Is that good?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt it's good. But SFA, this offense has done a great job of attacking this defense over the middle, whether it's slants or short cross routes or deep crossing routes. They've done a great job of attacking over the middle of this Northwestern State defense.
Vidlak will take the snap, hand it off to Jones. Jones working up the right side, living up a little over the average there as he gets a 8-yard carry. And that will conclude us out here for the first quarter. Stephen F. Austin off to an electric start, 24-0 over the Northwestern State Demons. We'll be back in a moment here on ESPN+. And welcome back here in the second quarter. Stephen F. Austin leading 24-0 as we get things started. A little help from some junior cheerleaders, many cheerleaders out there getting to have a great time here at Homer Bryce. Following up on a cheer camp that happened earlier this morning. Second down and short for SFA, and the offense seems to have not missed a beat in the bye week. In the Jacks week, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you can definitely see it out there on the field in the first quarter. Oh, man.
First play from scrimmage here in the second quarter. It's going to the house. It's Quaylen Jones, and it's a 52-yard rushing touchdown for Stephen F. Austin.
And, man, you got to give credit to the offensive line with the Jackson. They parted the C form, and you see it, man, on that left side of the line, and he just put on the Jets, and Quaylen Jones, one of the top running backs in the FCS, just showing why he is that.
Historical moment coming up here for Chris Campos. With this extra point, he will become the leader, all-time scoring leader for Stephen F. Austin. Campos' extra point, it's good. Of course it's good. He now has the most, obviously the most, just everything is kicking-wise, 397 points coming into tonight. Now I believe it's up over 400.
ACS guys, congratulations.
As they should get to congratulate him out on the field there. Huge moment for Campos. What a huge moment for him in this program, and he is just been a stud. And I love that Coach Carthel also tell him take a bow. Take a bow. He's waving at them all good.
We love it. We love things like that. Just showcasing the guys that put a lot into the program and just come out on Saturday nights and put on a performance like no other. He's one of the best. He is one of the best kickers in this program's history and in the country in the FCS.
100% agree with you on that. Is Campos, as kickers can be often underappreciated quite a bit. When you have one that's that's consistent and good, that can't be stated enough of how great that is as an asset to have, especially as you get deeper in the years. So 31-0 now the score. Kickoff coming from Hand. Last time he hit a hole-in-one with the pylon. This time won't have a chance as it bounces in the end zone and through the back of it. Touchback there. That'll bring out this Demon offense, who really is just looking for anything that they can muster up. Because as we look at a comparison, rushing yards -16 for Northwestern State. Passing yards is only at 8. Right now they're at a -8 yards. Offensively, the defense for Stephen F. Austin has just been getting after it quickly, and I think what they're doing is they're taking advantage of a weakness on the offensive line for the Demons and exploiting it early.
Yeah, and if you can't block up front on the offensive line, it's just going to throw everything else off on your offense. And the only thing that Northwestern State can't do right now is try to continue to run the football and try to incorporate those running backs and receivers in the screen game and try to slow down this SFA front seven.
Got a whistle being blown here.
Delay of game.
Delay of game will be the penalty. 5 yards on that one.
It's not going to help your cause.
No, it's going to take you backwards a little bit more. .14:52. We're 8 seconds into the second quarter. Stephen F. Austin didn't waste very much time at all to score, with Quaylen Jones taking one to the house on a 52-yard rush. Handoff going for the Demons on the right side. They'll get back. I think they get back 3 of those 5 yards that they lost.
And you see it right there. A guy that had a big game last week, Aaron Austin, the transfer from Colorado. He had a big game, not last week, but the week before against Northern Colorado. And there he is again, setting the edge. And that's another thing Northwestern State is going to try to probably, they wish they did there, was stretch this defense out. But, I mean, when you have guys like Aaron Austin and guys like that on this defense that set the edge really well for SFA, so it's tough to do that as well.
Austin, the sophomore defensive end. You see out in the field getting to make his return this week is a captain, a leader of this SFA defense in Jermaine Brown. But if you notice, he's actually not wearing his normal uniform and jersey number. He's 16 tonight, which is a highly revered, respected, and honored number here for Stephen F. Austin. It's actually been retired up until not too long ago. Nobody had the opportunity to wear number 16. Well, tonight is what's called the Callie Belcher night. It's a Callie Belcher game. Jacks will remember the Presley Callie Belcher, an SFA All-Conference defensive back who passed away from a brain aneurysm following a spring practice in the 1994 spring practice game. He was born in 1971. Belcher was a three-time letter winner for SFA at the strong safety position. He helped lead the Jacks to the NCAA Division I AA playoffs in '93. He was known as one of the hardest hitters in the Southland at the time, and his number 16 jersey was permanently retired on September 10th of 1994 with a special halftime ceremony versus Montana State. Second down and 12 coming up. Hawkins, a delayed quarterback draw. He'll just kind of go down at the line. For 20 years, the number 16 jersey was never worn by an SFA player until the 20th anniversary of Belcher's passing in 2014, when the Callie Belcher game was first held at Homer Bryce Stadium. Aaron Thomas, the wide receiver, was the first ever player to wear number 16 since its retirement during the Jacks' 35-20 home win over Weber State on September 20th, 2014. And the team actually got together and voted this week. They know how important this game is and how special that number 16. They vote on who gets to wear that jersey each year. And Jermaine Brown, who's coming back from injury, he's the heart and soul of this SFA defense. He has a chance to wear that jersey. What a cool opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta love that opportunity. I think you see it on the field. He's embracing that opportunity and being a leader and being able to wear that number. Man.
Fayer dropping back to pass under a ton of pressure. Pass was complete. What a catch.
What a catch.
I didn't know how he got that. Kennard King, obviously with the biggest play of the night for the Demons. And they'll hurry up to the line.
And the quarterback took a lick, as you see here off the edge, and just dropping a dime. And what a catch over the defender. All the receiver can get it, and just what a pitch and catch.
That is the first down for Northwestern State here in the ball game. They'll put the ball on the ground there as they carry gets ahead for 2 yards. So clock will continue to run here early on in the first half. So it's a rivalry game. It's also a Callie Belcher game, a special memorial type game here for Lumberjacks. It's a blackout as well. It's a little bit going on.
Both teams are searching for their first conference win.
Both teams looking for their first conference win. You're exactly right, because you know that first conference game for Stephen F. Austin left a sour taste in their mouth after having it and just losing it. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and now they're hungry. They want to get back, and they don't like seeing themselves at the bottom of the conference standings. That's for sure. Fayer dropping back and finding an open man, wide open down the field. Charles Demings was the defender that he got past. That's, I believe, the big tight end. Yes, number 17, Chance Newman. They really like this kid. He does a little bit. He'll take some rushes and like a heavy package for this offense, but he'll also step as a quarterback as well occasionally. So he's struggling to
he's having trouble
get off
now.
the field.
But just a blown coverage on the back end, and just nobody accounted for the tight end.
I believe we'll get to see what happened there as far as the play.
You can see here, just getting over the top of the defense. Nobody accounted for him and making a big play, but
Demings was the guy as an injury timeout is happening. We'll take a quick break here from Homer Bryce. Stephen F. Austin ahead 31-0, off to a hot start in the first half as they tend to Newman. We'll be right back in a moment here on ESPN+. And welcome back here in the second quarter. Newman able to walk off a little bit of assistance here as he's a little banged up after having another large reception. 2 first downs here in the last 3 plays for Northwestern State. Offense finding a little something. Defense, our secondary maybe getting maybe a little relaxed. I'm not too sure, but I do know that the first time now Fayard is he had some opportunities in the first quarter. He just overshot them. So he's had opportunities, and now he's hitting his spots and taking advantage of missed coverages on the defensive side of things.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, especially when you're playing against a stout defense. You gotta take on when they mess up. When they have blown coverages, when they have blown assignments, you want to be able to capitalize on it. And that's what they did. That's what Northwestern State, their offensive done on this drive. So it'll be big for them to get into the end zone possibly, or getting points on the board overall. But it's going to be tough with one of the better red zone defenses in the conference in Stephen F. Austin State.
Yeah, for sure. Teams have not gotten to the red zone very often against Stephen F. Austin. That's kind of a big statement. I believe 6 red zone visits for the defense, for the offenses against SFA's defense. Stephen F. Austin at it again here with another hot start in the first half. Fayard, they're going to work with 2 wide receivers to his right. Hustling over to Demings, matching up with the slot guy. Fayard, he'll hand it off, run off the right side. The carry by Zay Davis gets it ahead for a gain of 2.
And a host of Lumberjacks around them. That's one thing they do. This Lumberjack defense, when they see that it's a run play, they corral around the football, and they gang tackle a lot. So you gotta give credit to that defense. They corral. They fly to the football at an elite level.
They're active, energetic, and all over the place. I mean, they seem to be, they're playing very disciplined football. Fayard dropping back to pass, looking over to the left side, miscommunication. His intended target on that one, Joseph Moreland.
Man,
Moreland hadn't even looked up to catch the ball when that ball was thrown.
And I mean, it's going to be tough. He tried to hold on to the ball as long as he could, but you have Ed Bobineau III in your face.
And Bobineau, a guy that has potential to be, an NFL draft pick or at a minimum a free agent signing. He's got NFL level talent, and a lot of respect on this squad for Ed Bobineau.
Yeah, he's a big time player, and I mean, he's forever going to make plays on that defensive line. That's what the coaching staff and his counterparts expect.
Fayard taking the pass, trying to find the quick slant over the middle. Pass complete. Pass caught by Ty Moore. His second reception of the season. We'll see if it's going to be a yard short of a first down. So fourth down and 1 coming up.
And Northwestern State bringing in some bigger bodies.
Bigger bodies, and the field goal unit is out here. Yeah, 4th and 1. Down 31-0. Field goal unit coming out to get some work. Reed Honstein out to take the field goal attempt. 29-yard field goal. Hold is down, kick is up. It is good. Northwestern State now has their first 3 points of the ball game. They trail 31-3. We have immediate timeout. We'll be right back here on ESPN Plus. 31-3 the score. The first kickoff of the game coming from Northwestern State as they put points up on the board with a 29-yard field goal. High end over end kick received at the 1. Kick returner coming up at 20, up to the 25 where he'll be brought down. That's where Stephen F. Austin will get things started at the 25. On the return for Stephen F. Austin, it's Jalen Jenkins.
Sophomore from Dallas, Texas, and also went to Legal High School, one of the best high school football programs in the state of Texas overall.
That Dallas area, man, produces a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes.
Especially here lately.
Yeah. In all sports.
And they're going all over the country.
Yeah. 1st and 10 here for Stephen F. Austin. Jenkins to the left of Vidlac. Williams in motion. Vidlak rolling out, has some pressure. Vidlak now avoiding the pressure. The defender fell on the ground. Blaine Green wide open. Up to the 30-yard line in Northwestern State territory. That was one of the easiest deep plays that Stephen F. Austin's going to have this whole year.
And Vidlak did a great job of avoiding the pressure, and Blaine Green, and they had short and deep crossing routes right there, and those are perfect plays when breaking the pocket, and Blaine Green Vidlak found Blaine Green over the middle.
SFA trying to work quickly to get back to the line. They actually didn't have trips to the right. They had quads to the right, and two receivers jumped a little too early, so a false start against Stephen F. Austin will back them up 5 yards, 1st and 15 now. But it was a quad set. We hadn't seen that to this point this season, and you know that they would love to have that one back and be able to get back to it. Chris Ross, coach, offensive coordinator, would, drawing it up, a little creativity there. Past the Neighbors on the crossing. Caught for a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Just using the motion, see it there, man, and going with the short route right there for Vidlak.
2nd Nate Vidlak looking left side, looking deep. And the end zone pass floated up. It's caught.
What a pitchy catch.
Jordan Neighbors with the touchdown. 28-yard reception for the Lumberjacks.
Idea man coverage, and you see here just Jordan Neighbors giving a quick inside move and outside, and Vidlak again putting it in the bread basket. I mean, they are absolutely tearing man coverage up in this football game.
Fireworks going off here at Homer Bryce. 28-yard touchdown reception for Jordan Neighbors. Campos here for the extra point. Already the record holder. Now padding the stats. Just right down Broadway. So Stephen F. Austin continues to add on here. 9:04 left in the 2nd quarter. A lot of real estate here in the 2nd quarter. A lot of real estate in the 1st half. Fans are loud and proud here tonight, waving the SFA flag. Looks like we have a break here on the field. We'll be back in a moment here on ESPN Plus.
And a unique.
And welcome back here. The score 38-3. Stephen F. Austin off to just a scorching hot start here in the 1st half. Yet to punt. It's either been touchdowns or field goals. And as a coach, you can score every time you have the ball. You'll be pretty happy with your team. Hand to do the kicking off. Once again, this one will be a touchback. Every kickoff so far for Stephen F. Austin to the Demons has been a touchback in this one. And, well, the numbers are going to be off the charts from this game, and it's only the 1st half right now. Just looking and comparing, it's 12 first downs so far for Stephen F. Austin, and that's something given the fact that so many long plays have happened, explosive plays for their offense. Now the defense back out to get back to work.
Yeah, like you said, they're just clicking on all cylinders, and it's just, like you said, it's 9 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter, and it's just impressive to see.
Fayard, quick out pass to the tight end Joseph Moreland as a late hit. It's called. We got a little confrontation over here happening. That will be a unsportsmanlike penalty, I believe, against Stephen F. Austin. We'll confirm with the official as they discuss things right now. That'll add another 15 yards onto the play if we saw it correctly.
After the play, personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 36, defense. 15-yard penalty to be added to the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
Have we mentioned it's a rivalry game? It's a lot of hard hitting football, but that's one of those you got to be disciplined and control emotion as you're going through it.
Because you're only going to hurt your defense with those types of penalties.
1st down and 10. Fair to put his tight end in motion. He has pressure, now looking to his left, lobs one up, looking for the man who just got a late hit on him, Joseph Moreland, making this Lumberjack defense pay the first down after about a 17-yard reception.
First and 10 at the SFA 30.
And that was Joseph Moreland. And you see here just running the switch route, and the quarterback throwing it a little short, but he made the adjustment in the air and turning around and making the catch. So what a catch by Moreland.
As long as the receiver's on the same page as the quarterback with that short throw and the defense isn't, you're going to be okay. But if you swap those around, that's when it's a really bad day for the quarterback and great for the defense.
Another Texas product out of Austin, Texas. So
first down and 10 here for the Demons. Faya making the throw over to his right side. That's Twan Hines, the senior wide receiver. And another flag on the play here. Twan Hines now with his 11th reception of the season. The leading receiver for this Demon squad. That'll be his first reception tonight. See what the call is on the field here.
Illegal block number 3. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
So 15 yards one way, 10 yards the other way. Block in the back caught against Northwestern State, so that'll back them up and erase the catch for Hines on that one.
Just having trouble with execution overall. Just now one big play with the passing play to Moreland, and then you come back and a 10-yard penalty. That's just kind of how this game is going for this Northwestern State offense. They just can't have a consistency like they want in this ball game so far.
First down at 15. Fair. Little drop pass over to Lacey. Lacey getting out of bounds after gaining a solid 9 yards on the play.
Jermaine Brown on the stop.
And when the plays go,
Brown making the stop.
And when the plays go, I mean, getting it out in the flat to the running back, and also using the screen game, receivers, they get yards after the catch, but it's just a matter of execution and not having penalties bringing that back. So great pitch and catch there, and just getting positive yardage for this offense for Northwestern State.
Defensive substitutions here for the Lumberjacks. Second down and 6 coming up here for Northwestern State. Whistles here before the snap. A timeout taken by Stephen F. Austin.
Timeout. Stephen F. Austin. Second timeout of the half. 30 seconds in length.
It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here from Homer Bryce. And Courtney, the offense between, from first quarter to second quarter has looked dramatically improved for Northwestern State. Still, I mean, obviously a huge mountain to climb, 38-3 being a deficit. But you've seen four first downs coming across for the Demons, 4 rushing attempts, and 6 rushing yards. That's the point of the game, where you have to be able to establish the run. But when you don't have a great offensive line and you struggle to protect the quarterback, trying to get any type of running attack going, it's going to be a tough sledding.
Yeah, they've done a great job of just spreading this defense out, and also just give a bit of credit to this offensive line. They've done a great job of pass blocking, just giving the quarterback a tad bit more time, just so he's able to get the ball out.
And also, they were at negative 8 yards, in the first quarter. Now they've already got 111 receiving yards, so much improved quarter. They've found a lot more, and a batted down ball on that one. So third down coming up in medium.
But like you said, it's a positive for Northwestern State, just showing that you're able to move the football. And it's a lot of time left in this game. So all you can do right now if you're Northwestern State is chipping away at the lead, but you just have to make one play at a time, and they have to execute better overall. And with consistency.
I agree, and I think what your goal for Northwestern State would have to be is that you're simply trying to just simply produce and get some positive wins on each drive. Find something that you can look back on in the film session on Monday and say, okay, hey, this is an improvement. This is a good thing. Fair dropping back. Oh wow, a lot of pressure. Throws one up. It's
that was intercepted
by the Lumberjacks. That's Charles Demings. Demings making the second interception of the night for the Lumberjacks. And
just throwing in a double coverage, and Demings just making a play on the football. He's a guy who's been within this program, and he's another playmaker on the outside at cornerback for the Lumberjacks.
If Demings wouldn't have made that interception, Jaheim Mullins was there ready to get his second as well.
Yeah, he's been
all over the ball, all over you know, the ball is, he's been there. He's been there with it this entire game. And that one, there was so much pressure under duress. I'd love to see if we can, you know, see where the pressure was from the defensive line, because that really just set the tone and put Fair under a lot of pressure.
As you see it here, that's 97 just making a strike on the quarterback and just forcing a tough throw.
That man, Kai Thomas.
Kai Thomas again. And his defensive front just has a lot of guys that just get after the football. They get after the quarterback, and I think it was a flag here.
So SFA will have things at the 1 yard line. They're going to say, I don't think there was a flag. I think they're going to say he was actually outside the end zone on the interception. He was actually down at the 1 instead of inside the end zone.
That makes sense.
SFA's going to have to go the full length of the field here. But you know, they're salivating at the chance to do something like this. Vidlac taking the snap from the mid-A of the end zone. Handoff going to Jones. Jones continuing to fight forward, gets up to the 11-yard line. It will be a first down for Stephen F. Austin. Just like that, you were in the end zone, now you're out of it. But still not you're not in the clear yet, but you've got a little more breathing room for sure.
And it's got to be a luxury to just hand the ball off to Quaylon Jones on the 1 and just getting positive yardage always. Well, man.
Well, I just say that. That was an excellent defensive attack. Once again, that's the freshman. That's the big freshman, number 90, Chancellor Owens. 6'3", 260. Met Jones in the back. Yeah, met Jones in the backfield. 2nd down and 11 coming up.
22 tackles on the year, 5 solos, 2.5 tackle for loss. So
Vidlac under duress, flings it, finds the running back Jones, who I believe that's his 6th reception of the season. He's not a highly targeted running back. It really falls more in the hands of Jenkins.
Pick up a 3, brings up 3rd down 8.
In fact, for Jones, he'll come off and get a breather after that one. 3rd down and long here for SFA. Anthony Williams beside Vidlac as Fluellen will go in motion for Stephen F. Austin. Vidlac dropping back, looking deep down the field. Now we'll find the curl route with Fluellen. Did he make the catch? Let's see. Yes, he did. First down for Stephen F. Austin.
That's complete to Fluellen, close to first down yardage.
Vidlac just using different arm angles to get his guys to football. He's been on it all night.
One of the worst stats that we've seen so far this season for Stephen F. Austin was going to be that their 3rd down conversions this year, and part of that is the fact that talking with Coach Carthwell about it, he really they like to take shots on first down, you know, and they're not always successful. But when they do that, they're actually going to say it wasn't a first down. It's going to be. They're going to mark him short. Wow, so the punt squad coming out for the first time tonight here for Stephen F. Austin. And a timeout taken out by the Lumberjacks. I thought he got there.
It was close.
So timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. We'll see if we change the play call or if we do something a little bit different. I don't know. 4th and 1. You've been moving the ball at will. I know you're back deep in your own territory. You don't want to be careless with the football, but I think right now that I think you very easily can go out there and trust your guys to go get 1 yard potentially. But if you don't, I get it. Get your punter some work, get your punt coverage some work, and Callum Eddings hasn't had a whole lot of work this season at all.
You don't want to give Northwestern State any extra momentum, and especially going into halftime into the 2nd half. So if you Coach Carter, you expect him to just trust his defense, punt the ball, trust your defense. They did. Demings and those guys in the back end made some big plays, so you want to trust your defense, trust your guys, especially the end of the half.
Callum Eddings doing the punting now for the first time on 4th down and 1. He'll be punting for the 6-yard line.
And like you were saying earlier with the 3rd down problems, it comes from being in 3rd down conversion problem. It comes from being in 3rd and long, and they were right there on that last play.
Eddings, the left-footed punter, gets one in the air all the way up to the 32-yard line. King with the reception. He'll get brought down finally, I think, up to at the 30-yard line, Northwestern State's own 30. Great job by Eddings to flip the field there for Stephen F. Austin.
Sanford first there, rest of the Dylan Zucker gets the tackle. First down.
3:57 to go here in this first half. I'll try to get some updates on some conference scores as well coming up at halftime for you. As most teams, I know SFA came into this one tonight having already played one conference game. Then the McNeese were the only two to face off. Everybody else getting their conference action started here this evening. First down and 10 for the Demons. Starting off from their own 30. Fayette dropping back, looking to his left. Pass complete, a big hit. But excellent reception made on the play by Miles Kit Denton. And he has been a stud as far as the touchdowns go. And the receiving yards. He's their actual leading receiver. That was his 13th reception of the season. 3 touchdowns this year and now well over 200 yards for the season.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, 17 and a quarter yards per catch on the season. So he's a big play receiver for this team and just great pitch and catch on the quick out to him.
As an 8-yard reception, second down and short coming up. Fayard hands it off.
And he just stuffed.
And the back just got absolutely stuffed. And Bobineau just kind of laying on him afterwards. That's a big man to just be laying there.
Right.
Just taking his time getting up. Zay Davis, the junior running back, is like, I would love for you to get off. 5'11", 195, getting laid on by Ed Bobineau, who's 6'2", 340.
Third down.
It's a big man, third down and short.
And 16 Brown in there on that tackle as well.
So now Northwestern letting the play clock trickle down to 7. Third and short, Fayard. He will hand it off, and first down gotten, and a lot more here for the Demons. Off to the races and barely tripped up. Zay Davis was seeing the green in front of him, but just a shoestring tackle by SFA at the last second on that one. Largest run play of the game for the Demons. Davis just splitting through the gap.
And Mullins just shoestring tackle.
First and 10 here for Northwestern State. And we have the 2-minute timeout happening here from Homer Bryce. We'll be back in a moment. Stephen F. Austin leading 38-3 in the first half. We'll be right back here on ESPN+. Demons will have a man in motion. Handoff going over to the right side and quickly swallowed up on that one. Zay Davis once again.
Zay Davis on the carry.
And he's been a bright spot.
Yes,
on offense for Northwestern State.
He's been a bright spot, but he might have some bruised spots in the morning because he's been getting hit hard here this evening as well. The SFA defense is not lacking for making a lot of hard contact, a lot of physical football. Relatively, clean -1 late hit that happened earlier, but a really strong defensive game by the Lumberjacks. And the offense, though, for Northwestern State really picking up here in the second quarter. Fayard, it does have pressure all over him. Wow, down he goes, but it was. A sack happened, but it's going to be a face mask, I believe, on the call.
Penalty flag on the play.
I believe it will be a face mask on Stephen F. Austin's number 11.
Personal foul, face mask, number 11, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Lane Lewis there. He did such a good job to get back to the quarterback, but then simply put, just, he was trying to grab him so much, a little over-eager. You grab that face mask, and the officials being right there, they're not going to miss it.
Yeah, you gotta love the effort from Coach Carter, but those are just the small things that could cause a penalty, and it did right there with the face mask. So you gotta love the effort. It's got to be honing on the details and just getting them down without the penalty.
So first down now for Northwestern State after the penalty. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. Fayard will take the snap, keep it himself, works to the right side, trying to find a gap. Finds a little bit of a hole, but not a whole lot there happening.
Lane Brown on the stop for SFA.
Timeout just taken by Northwestern State.
30 seconds in length.
We'll stay here through this 30-second timeout. 1:08 to go in this first half, and honestly got to see a lot in the first quarter from Stephen F. Austin offensively. They really just put up a lot of points, put up a lot of yards. And now second quarter, Northwestern State really came back and countered with, a much more respectable amount of stats. Got 3 points up on the board, but the offense has been working a little bit better.
Yeah, they just done a better job of up front protecting the quarterback. You know, he's taking a few licks here in the second quarter as well, but better job protecting the quarterback, better job of executing when opportunities are there in the short passing game, and also the running game getting some positive yardage as well.
2nd down and 8 here. Fayard looking over the middle of the slant route to the tight end.
Did he drop, or was it a catch?
I think the officials are talking. I'd love to see that one again to see what. Let's see here, Fayard. That one, I don't know that it ever hit the ground.
I think that one was interception.
That might be an interception. Yeah. That's going to be, I would love to see that one more time look, because it looks like an almost completion to Newman. Newman's coming to the ground. Ball then pops off his chest, never hits the ground, and is caught by Jaheim Mullins. His second interception of the night. Excellent replay, an excellent angle there for us to be able to see that one in real time, because it's so close to being a touchdown reception for the Demons, but instead it turns into an interception for Stephen F. Austin.
Jaheim Mullins he's a ball hawk, and he's a ball magnet hitting his ball game, so his second interception of the night.
Handoff going to start off this drive for Stephen F. Austin. We'll see if they look to try to be aggressive and tackle one on here before the end of the half. On that carry was Wembley.
Wembley on the carry for about a gain of 3.
Gain of 3, 2nd down to 7 coming up, with the clock rolling down to 44 seconds in the first. Vidlac will air one out. He's looking for Neighbors. Neighbors couldn't get it. Neighbors maybe got away with a little bit of a shove at that last second. If he had caught that, it may have been offensive pass interference, trying to create a little more extra space between him and his defender.
And he had a step on the receiver, and Vidlac trying to get it out there to him and give him a chance, which he did have a chance at that one, but just was not able to bring that one in.
So 3rd down and 7 coming up for Stephen F. Austin. Clock stopped, obviously. Vidlac looking. Head trips to the right. Now he's going to flip one out. Wow, somehow finds Llewellyn, and there's a little bit of green grass. I don't know how that ball just got flipped through. That's the second baseman flipping one over to the shortstop there to turn 2. And that one happened from about 9 yards away. That was an impressive little flip from Vidlac.
And that's why Vidlac is one of the best quarterbacks in the FCS. He just able to maneuver the pocket and be a playmaker with the ball in his hands.
Quick out pass finding Neighbors as the clock will stop as he got out of bounds. 18 seconds to go here in this first half. It was 2nd down and 3 coming up for Stephen F. Austin.
And you have the all-time field goal leader on your sideline, so you just want to get in his range to where he can get some points on the board for you.
Vidlac rolling out to his right. He'll find Harris who will step out of bounds after making the reception. A long throw for about a 7-yard gain. Threw that ball about, 35 yards to get that 7-yard gain. Safay out of timeouts here. Vidlac looking. Rolling around, has some pressure. Swing one out. Gets that one over to Llewellyn and just kind of chipping away at this. We'll see what if you try to go for one more quick one, or if you try to just go for the home run ball here.
Yeah, and right now you're just going to, if you're Vidlac, you want to throw it towards the sideline and just get in the range of your kicker, and you got one of the best in the country.
2nd short. Vidlac looking. Clock ticking. Now he'll air one out under duress. And it will be the longest field goal attempt of the season here for the Lumberjacks coming up. Here with 1 second to go in the first half. going to be no intentional grounding on the play because of
59-yard field goal attempt.
Llewellyn being in the area.
59-yard attempt.
59-yard attempt coming for SFA here. Fans getting behind him. Campos ready to take the kick. Let's see, by far would be his career long. Snap down, kick is up. The off to the left. A valiant effort there from Campos, and that will send us to halftime. Stephen F. Austin, a dominant first half, slowed up a little bit in the second quarter, but a 38-3 lead is nothing to not be proud of. We'll be back in a moment. We have halftime coming up your way. We're live here from Homer Bryce Stadium. We'll be back in a moment.
Absolutely, and just this program overall, you just want to get as many reps as you can for these guys, and just you got to go through the trials and tribulations of what you have right now and what's put in front of you as a program, and you just want to build on that and build that foundation.
SFA to receive the kickoff here to start things off in the second half. Cannons go off, and we are ready to get things rolling. Received back at the 5-yard line. Stephen F. Austin trying to make the return. They'll get up to the 10 on the return. Number 83 of the Lumberjacks. That'll be Cannon Lindbergh.
Gunner, Texas.
Gunner, Texas. Big
One of those powerhouse.
Really? Yeah.
Powerhouse program in the lower classifications. They are a constant participant in the state championships at Jerry's World.
Yeah, they always. Yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. There's a lot of those programs too in Texas too. When there's a lot of powerhouses, a lot of great football happens across the state. Vidlac in the gun here for SFA. He'll hand it off. That's Jenkins on the carry to start off the drive, and he'll get forward for a gain of 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 headed this way.
More the quicker back that can still navigate and still packs a punch. So Jenkins is another guy in that running back stable that can make plays for this SFA offense.
The quick offense here being put on display continuously. Jenkins this time those stuffed right at the line of game. Actually may have lost 2 on the play.
That was Cam George trailing him and making the play for Northwestern State. A transfer from Louisiana Lafayette and from Lafayette, Louisiana.
And I believe this is his 2nd game to get to play this season. He had been out with injury, and so he had to make his return last week, pardon me. Now he's playing a 2nd game. All 3 plays here from this scrimmage. This time we'll get the first down as that one swung out once again. Jalen Jenkins doing the honors. He's had the ball all 3 plays here in this drive.
And just dumping it to him in the flat for the screen play, and that's what Jenkins does well. He catches the ball well out of the backfield. He's been a pinball down the field and getting positive yards after the catch.
Trips over to the right. Jenkins won't get the carry. Instead, it'll be a screen pass over to Harris. Harris catching it, dancing, getting up to the 39-yard line. The clock will continue to run. They're going to say they threw him down inbounds. Only a gain of 2. Kylan tried dancing a little bit to make something happen, but the defense stayed home, stayed in their positions. On the tackle for the Demons, Christian Williams.
Great closing speed from that safety position, just getting down and bringing one of the most prolific receivers in the FCS and the Southland Conference in Harris down.
They'll put the man in motion here. That is Harris. Instead of a flip pass, wow, that just straight through the hands of Jarrell Wembley. That's one that you want to get back. If you want to be a threat in this offense, and when you have a deep running back room, you make drops like that. That hurts your positioning among the 4 others that are really, really strong.
Especially when you have your tight end and your big left tackle and Robert Kelly out in front of you. So
you got to make that catch. Absolutely. You can go for a long ways. 3rd down and long once again. SFA's been done a great job tonight converting on 3rd down. Vidlac fakes the handoff. He is going to look deep. Looking beyond the first down. Wow. He does find Harris. Wow. Kylan Harris again making the catch on the sideline. And they said, why don't we just 7? Let's go for 17.
You see it here, just putting his foot in the ground. Vidlac just giving him a chance and just navigating, moving the hands of the defender away, making the big catch is Kylan Harris.
On the snap, Jenkins getting it left side, trying to attack up the 35-20. 20-15-10. He is carrying the team with him and gets in the red zone all the way up to the 8-yard line. Jenkins, this is his drive right now.
Yeah, just a shifty back that can navigate his way through a lot of different guys on that defense and just sticking his foot in the ground and getting upfield and getting some positive yards for this offense.
SFA now 6 of 9 on 3rd down. Vidlac looking to make the pass, back corner for Harris, and he got it. Touchdown for the Lumberjacks.
Basket week to cut on Harris for the SFA touchdown. Brought to you by
Harris making the catch, and look at this.
Over the shoulder.
I mean, Vidlac absolutely plays that perfectly, too. He makes it to where only the receiver can catch it. The defender had no shot. Harris had his man beat. A lot of things went really right and really well for Stephen F. Austin's offense there.
And a guy in Harris that is from Louisiana, and he's playing with a chip on his shoulder, being back in the Southland Conference and getting a shot at playing against some of those Louisiana schools like Northwestern State in this conference.
Extra point good from Campos.
Point is good. SFA leads
45-3 the scores. The offense continues to just show off incredible efficiency throughout this whole season, and the defense is it's a good thing, Courtney, for Coach Carthel and his whole staff. Credit to them because of what they're trying to build this year, but seeing how they are really coming through, and they built one of the best offenses in the FCS and one of the best defenses in the FCS as well. It's taken a lot of work to get here. It didn't happen overnight, but they've really put the work in, and this year has been, you've seen a lot of fruit from them.
Right, and I think the move back to the Southland Conference is really a big thing for them, and has allowed them to have the athletes that they have, and some of these kids are from Louisiana, Texas, and majority of the team is from Texas. So being back in the Southland Conference is really big for this program, and it allows for this defense and offense to thrive in a spot that they've been in plenty of times in this conference and going against common opponents that they've seen for a long time.
And getting ready to do the kicking off, I want to give you a couple stats here for Vidlac. A 215.4 QBR. If that's good, yes. If your question is that good, it's very, very good. 22 of 28. Another touchback will happen here. 4 touchdowns tonight for Vidlac and 299 yards. It would be a shame for him not to get to one more pass here this evening in order to cross that 300 barrier. But also, you look at yardage and receiving so far. Kylan Harris, 6 receptions for the Lumberjack offense. 6 receptions, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. 100 yards for Blaine Green tonight with 4 receptions with a touchdown as well. And then Quaylen Jones, 2 touchdowns here. The long run of 52 yards where he just took that one straight to the house. On the other side of things for Northwestern State, the offense did look better in the second quarter than what it did in the first. Fared 8 of 16, but has thrown 3 interceptions in this one. 1st and 10, starting off from their own 25. Handed off on the first play of the drive. That one's going to Lacey, who will work to the right side and then be stuffed. I don't think they're going to give him 1 yard of forward progress on that. You get hit by that many guys, might as well give him a yard.
Right. I think any forward progress and any positive yardage for this offense is going to be key for these drives, and trying to get it into 3rd and manageable.
I think that's been the missing key, because there has not been very many 3rd and manageable situations for Western State. They've really had to go for it on each one. 2nd down and 9. Fared once again hands it off to Lacey, and just almost a repeat, except flip that play horizontally, and it'll happen to the left side this time.
Just not a lot of space, especially dealing with this front 7 of Stephen F. Austin. They have some big guys, they have some linebackers that'll strike you, and that's one thing I'll say, that the linebackers like Cotton and Jermaine and Brown and guys like that, they've done a great job of just filling those holes, those running lanes, and that's what Coach Parker teaches those guys, and he teaches them to play fast and play physical, and that's what they've done here tonight.
Watson actually coming in for Cotton right now defensively. 3rd down and 9 for the Demons. Fared stepping up in the pocket after having pressure. Find his man deep in stride. Will he go to the house? Yes, he will. Miles Kit Ditton. He's the guy for the Demons. That is a 74-yard touchdown reception for the junior wide receiver.
And you see it here, just using speed, getting up on the corner and the skinny post and just getting over the top of the defense. And
yeah, Trayshawn Adams didn't get back far enough,
play.
you know,
Right.
as the safety on that one, and didn't to the house. First touchdown of the game for the Northwestern State Demons. And that is the, you know, that right there is a huge bright spot for this squad.
Absolutely, he's a playmaker.
Just failed to hit his throw, and that instantly makes the stats look a lot better. Now at 193 yards with a touchdown. Oh, that might be roughing the kicker. It's going to be roughing or running into. The kick was no good. He'll get another attempt at that. We'll see what the call is here.
Running into the kicker, number 49, defense. Half the distance to the goal, retry.
They will get to retry the point after attempt. It will be half the distance to the goal. So instead of it ball being where it was, it'll be go up now, I believe, to the 1.5 yard line. Kick coming. Doing the honors is Reed Honstein. Honstein, extra point. It's up and it's good.
Next point is good. 45-10. Our new score in favor of SFA.
So 45-10 your score. We have a timeout. We'll take it here. With 10:28 to go in the third quarter, we'll be right back here on ESPN Plus. 45-10 your score. A lot of points being put up on the board by the Lumberjacks. Northwestern State, though, just countering with their first touchdown of the night on a huge play. Miles Kit Denton, the main wide receiver for this Northwestern State squad. Wow, there's going to be a definite flag on the play on this one. A little extra, and then also continuing to play for Lane Lewis after his helmet got flung off. I don't know who the flag is going to go against. We will check in with the official here to see. We're discussing it right now at midfield, and it's only the third time Stephen F. Austin has returned the kick. But the officials are going to take a little bit of time to discuss this one, make sure they all saw the same thing. We will get the report here coming from
During the return, personal foul, participating without a helmet, number 11, return team, half the distance to the goal, first down.
So yeah, that's one of those things. Once you lose your helmet, you have to disengage from the play, and simply put, that did not happen there because Lane Lewis had other ideas. He was ready to get in there, and he likes hitting people. I think your special teams unit has to be full of guys who really like to hit people. I mean, that's what I see at the high school level, see at the college level. You're most aggressive, your best guys, but sometimes that can be to your disadvantage.
Right, and you also can get some guys that don't get as much playing time, and even some younger guys, freshmen, in those opportunities, in those special teams opportunities as well.
Get out some of them nerves and jitters and get them in the game a little bit, get the blood flowing. Rutherford, now the quarterback for Stephen F. Austin, makes a quick pass over to his receiver on the right side after rolling out. Pass complete, and we are getting to see some second and third string guys in there. One of these guys being Ty Love, number 19, who made that reception there. Love just got, the freshman wide receiver just got his first collegiate reception. Handoff going.
And even
the Lumberjacks there.
Quarterback as well, Gab and Rutherford in there for the Jacks as well.
Rutherford coming into this one has thrown for exactly 100 yards on 6 and 7 attempts. No touchdowns on his stat line this season.
From the Katy area, went to Cinco Ranch High School.
It looks like Sam Vidlack's going to end this night with 299 passing yards. If that word gets down to Coach Carthel, that might change. Running game for Jenkins over to the left side. And Jenkins is Courtney. I think he's. I mean, we don't have favorite players. We do get to see Stephen F. Austin more than any other squad that comes through Homer Bryce. But Jalen Jenkins, I think, is one of your favorite guys. And tell me why you like him so much on his attack.
I just like his versatility, just being able to run the ball efficiently and being a slasher, and also catching the ball at the backfield. He's just an all-around back, and he's a top 10 rusher in the Southland Conference.
So Rutherford had a little bit of pressure. Now he's got a lot of pressure coming and hitting him, and he just got hit hard. Makes a perfect throw over to the bench of Northwestern State. He just stayed in there getting. I mean, that's a massive hit. I'd love to be able to get the credit to who it's due for the hit. I know that Rutherford was under a ton of pressure, though. At first he wasn't. He had pressure. He got away from it. But then the second time, there was no getting away from that.
And that was Landry Huddleston, number 33, the linebacker, the junior, Northwestern State.
Jenkins will catch it on the swing pass and work up the 40, up to the 45, 50, 45, 40. Huge play there for Jenkins.
And man, that's where the versatility comes in.
Yeah.
He's got big yards on the run play, and then just hitting him in the flat and allowing him to use his speed, his maneuverability to get yards after the catch and getting a big first down for Stephen F. Austin.
They're now at the 39-yard line. Rutherford will take the snap from the gun. Four receivers, one running back. Handoff going to Wembley. Wembley working up the left side and never really found much of a gap at all. He did get forward for 2 yards. Both these teams playing for the largest traveling trophy in all of sports. 7'6" trophy. They actually don't have a name for it yet. I searched desperately. I talked to high-ranking school officials as well, saying, "What is the name of this thing?" Well, we don't quite have it yet. It just got finished this week. But it stands at 7'6" tall, 320 pounds. Wembley working on the carry there as he gets ahead for about 5 more yards. 3rd down and 1 coming up.
And retiring
the trophy actually is. The trophy's actually laying over in the heel right now from the press box on the opposite side. There's like a Army ROTC sign on the grass. It's fairly close to that, laying down. And don't let the heel fool you. It's a huge trophy. It took 6 giant men carrying that trophy on the way in. Rutherford handoff to Jenkins. Ooh, he did not get the first down. Oh, I think he did. I'm sorry, he kept going.
Wow.
Energizer Bunny just took a hit, and
I think the ball came out as well.
Oh my goodness!
There's a lot happening on that play.
Yeah, we got to see that one. In
Northwestern State, I think they have the football. We'll see what the officials say here. You see on the replay, just contact bounce by Jenkins, and
result of the play is a fumble recovered by Northwestern State. 1st down.
And now we're just stripped out.
I was surprised that there wasn't that his knee wasn't down before it was stripped out. But we have a timeout on the field. We'll take this timeout with them. We'll be back in a moment here on ESPN Plus. And we're back here. 7:03 to go in this 3rd quarter. Ready here, 1st and 10. Fayard rolling out to his left. He gets hit on the throw. Boy, side Cotton getting back there quickly, and that's a big dude making a hard hit.
And just made him rush the throw.
Yeah.
And when he has time to throw the football, he makes some amazing plays.
Yeah.
In the passing game, it's just guys like Cotton and that front 7 for SFA just causing problems, forcing quick throws.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up. Tight end in motion. Handoff going towards the left side of the B gap, and brought down after a gain of about 3 on the play.
I believe that was Bruce Harmon in there getting a shoestring tackle.
Harmon there for SFA.
I think you're right. And Harmon looking for one more
3rd down.
interception of his own. He gets one more interception, he will be the top 10 all time at SFA for interceptions with 10.
And you just saying that, and Campos earlier, and a few guys last week, they got some milestone. I mean, a week before got some milestone things. It just shows you the playmakers and the guys within this program right now.
Fayard making the slant pass complete. Pass complete over to number 6, Ty Moore. First down for the Demons.
And Fayard just getting it to Ty Moore where he can avoid the big hit by cutting over the middle and allowing Moore to get some positive yards in the first down.
So 1st and 10. SFA looking like they're going to bring a lot here. Fayard rolling out, finding right over the middle once again, finding his guy. Great connection over to Moore. Big hit on the play. Stephen F. Austin's number 1, Bruce Harmon.
I think that was 16.
Oh, Jermaine Brown.
Yeah.
The number 16, if you missed it in the first half, a very respected and meaningful number for the Stephen F. Austin program. The Callie Belcher game is tonight. Callie Belcher and his jersey retired. Deep pass here for the Demons as it falls well short and incomplete. Belcher was a 3-year letter winner for SFA, the strong safety position. He helped lead the Jacks to an NCAA Division II playoffs in 1993, but sadly and unfortunately, he took a blow to the helmet and collapsed on the field and was transported to a hospital where he had to stay in a coma for a week, and then he ended up passing away on March 29th, 1994, at 22 years old. And they retired that number. He's one of the hardest hitters in the Southland Conference, and then 20 years later they bring it back. They bring the Callie Belcher game here, and the players vote on who's going to be get to wear that jersey. Who do they feel is worthy of it? And Jermaine Brown, a guy that is the heart and soul of this defense. He's been battling his own injuries this year, and it's an honor for him to get to wear. They don't know until they didn't know until today at lunch who was going to get to wear that jersey. It's a big deal, and it's awesome to get to be a part of that tradition and seeing that. And so that's why Jermaine Brown not wearing his normal number 0 tonight, but instead wearing the number 16. And it's the only time all year you'll see somebody wear number 16. For the Lumberjacks.
And Brown was in on that last tackle, and it shows you why he's wearing that number 16 for the Jacks.
3rd down and 8 coming up. Fayard will swing pass before getting hit, and a double tackle, and whatever you want to say on that one. 14 and 29, a collision for sure.
In the pocket, getting out flat and just really stick.
Yeah,
number 29.
Josiah Cotton, 14, helped with it, and then Mike Patterson came in as well. 4th down, and Demons might as well go for it here. Now 45-10. Substitutions being made by the defense. After some subs from Northwestern State as well.
Expect SFA to pin their ears back and expect Northwestern State to get the ball out quick.
They're going to take a timeout. They are going to take a timeout here. So they were just trying to draw. Stephen F. Austin, Blaine McCorkle was trying to draw him offside here. And great job by the defense of just simply staying put. Staying put. Don't give them the 5 yards. Don't give them the first down. It will be a immediate timeout. We'll take it here. 3:21 to go in the quarter. 45-10 to score. We'll be right back here on ESPN. The punt squad out here for the Northwestern State Demons after trying to draw SFA offsides. Punt coming from Honstein.
Good punt.
Harris will fair catch that thing, and SFA not going to be the deepest position they've started in. They started off at one drive on their own 1-yard line. Did end up scoring on the drive, as they have scored on most drives that they've had the ball here this evening. And now the offense will come back, and we'll see if the word got to Coach Carpo or not about Vidlac sitting at 299 yards. I don't think he cares. I think he cares about I think he cares more about the long haul of the season.
Expect a heavy dose of the run.
Oh, big time, because that clock's going to Yeah, might as well drain the clock as best you can. And so Rutherford, the quarterback, dropping back to pass, has a pretty clean pocket, makes a quick pass. Had to kind of jump over the lineman there, but finds on the reception to Eric Tate.
His second reception of the season.
All these guys, you listen, third and fourth string guys, but listen, I know the depth for SFA is definitely there, but they got to love these blowouts because they're getting the time, they're getting reps, and getting some numbers as well. Second down coming up, and 8. So Rutherford getting the sign. He has 4 receivers and a back to his right. Rutherford handoff going to Wembley. Wembley up the left side. Nearly brought down by his ankles, but then just keeps moving those legs and working. I don't know if he got the first down or not. We will see. I think it's going to be 1 yard short. 1 yard short of a first down. So 3rd down and 1 coming up.
And this is where Coach Carter wants his offense to be, in 3rd and short.
Yes.
And not in 3rd and long, where that's really hurt their 3rd down conversion percentage.
Tonight, SFA is 6 of 10 on 3rd down. Third and 1. Twins right. Rutherford will hand it off. Jenkins going to get the carry. Will he get the yard?
It's close.
Once again, from this angle, it's kind of hard for us to tell here at the press box, but the lines kind of tend to do a trick to you.
Fourth down.
They're going to bring on the punt unit.
So the punt squad coming out now for the 2nd time this evening. But the clock, though, continuing to tick away. Eddings doing the punting. Beautiful punt. Landed at the 26-yard line.
Just a host of,
just a gorgeous punt there.
And a great punt as well.
King on the return.
And then SFA defense ready to meet him.
Doug Sanford with the first there for SFA.
So Northwestern State will start off at their own 26-yard line with 55 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. So the scoring pace did not continue from from what it started off in the 1st quarter, looking at things might be. But it's still, for CNF Austin, you're very pleased. If you're Northwestern State, hey, you made more stops, and I think it's fitting tonight for the Stephen F. Austin defense that Brown is leading. Jermaine Brown, wearing number 16 tonight, is leading the team in tackles with 8. Cotton has 6. Dylan Tooker with 3. 1st and 10 here for the Demons. Fayard making a pass complete over the middle. Wow. Finding him in stride. The receiver, Kennard King.
And Northwestern State has done a great job in the 2nd half attacking the seams of this defense for Stephen F. Austin. And they've done a great job pitch and catch and just getting some big chunk plays. And this is what this offense needs. They need some positive plays, and they're getting them here in the 2nd half.
26 seconds to go now here in the 3rd quarter after getting a first down. Fayard looking, has a little bit more time than he's had most of the night. Wide open man down the right side of the field on the reception. John Barr, 6'3", 185 freshman, finding open space in the reception, and that finishes off the 3rd quarter. They'll walk down to the other end zone now for the 4th quarter, but back-to-back big plays here for the Northwestern State Demons, and that's where we'll set things up coming up in the 4th quarter. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back in a moment for the 4th here on ESPN+. Welcome back. We're here at the 4th quarter of Homer Bryce Stadium. Big rivalry game between the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks and the Northwestern State Demons from Natchitoches. We're in Nacogdoches, and a lot of fun between these two teams, and SFA seemingly en route to another victory for them, which will, obviously is a great thing. But also they continue the streak of winning against Northwestern State. Right now they have won 2 in a row. This will be 3. They'll take the overall record to still be favoring Northwestern State. It'll be 46-29 and 3 overall. Northwestern State with the advantage in this rivalry with SFA. First and goal coming up for the Demons here.
It's what separates the winner from...
Let's see what the play call is. Here's its first and goal for the first time for the Demons. They're going to hand it off, and it's one play and in the end zone here in the fourth quarter. The big man, number 42, Matthew Broad, the fullback, 6'2", 245 in the end zone.
Just nobody wanted to touch that big guy. He walks into the end zone, and you gotta love that if you're the coaching staff for offensive coaching staff for Northwestern State. Just getting some momentum, showing that your offense can put some points on the board, especially against a stout defense in what SFA has. Even though it's some guy, even though they're switching out guys right now, but still just positivity for that offense here in the second half of Northwestern State.
Back-to-back drives now with touchdowns. I mean, it's a solid outing, a solid performance. And yes, Stephen F. Austin is swapping some guys out. It's not all the ones that are out there, but nonetheless, you play against the guys that you're on the field against, and the offense has found some rhythm. Fayard seems to have found some confidence here in the second half. He's stepping into his throws, living in the pocket a little more, a little less pressure, a little less pressure coming at him for sure, and that's going to happen when you get out of your 1s and into your 2s and 3s. But overall, Fayard has stepped into it, and that run right there was just, I mean, the offensive line, who is a work in progress. They're trying to develop, and they created a gap.
It just shows you, even though you said about the switching in and out, it just shows you that if you're Northwestern State, if you get that offensive line right, you have a signal caller in the backfield that can make plays when he has time to throw the football. And so you're just seeing what your team has and what they're capable of. And so great drive there by Northwestern State. And we still have right under 15 minutes left in this game, so we'll see what they have in store for the rest of the game.
Kickoff coming. Kick will be caught. Oh, not caught. It'll be bounced off the chest of Jenkins to recover to the 4. Now wiggles his way through up to the 20. Wow. What could have been very bad turned into something not quite so bad there for Stephen F. Austin. They are starting off their job from their own 28-yard line. 14:48 to go. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Stephen F. Austin will hit the road next week and in the following week as well. SFA had their what we would call a bye week. They would call Jack's week. They had that last week, and coming off looking fresh and healthy. Got a couple guys back. The offensive line is getting more and more healthy. We have most likely a false start here for against Stephen F. Austin.
Part of the snap, false start, number 19, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So false start against the Lumberjacks, and so back them up 5 more yards. Rutherford under center.
And the coaching staff for SFA would definitely like to see some better execution from their second unit.
Yeah, for sure. Rutherford dropping back, looking over to his left, the pass complete. Ty Love making the reception. Gain of 6 on the play. So second down and 9 here for Stephen F. Austin. Rutherford. Thought it was going to be a fake handoff. Instead, does give it to Wimberly. And Wimberly still yet to really get things going tonight offensively. He's got a couple carries. And
that's Landry Huddleston again, meeting him in the hole. Huddleston has had a quiet but really good game from that linebacker position for Northwestern State. So he's a bright spot on that defense.
Wimberly now 4 carries for 19 yards. The leading rusher for Stephen F. Austin is Quaylen Jones, 12 attempts, 87 yards. 2 touchdowns for him. Third down and long for SFA. Rutherford has trips over to his left. Two guys stacked up in the left slot, one isolated over on the right. Rutherford dropping back, has a little heat over the middle. Oh, wow. Turf Monster tripped up to Eric Tate on that one because he had daylight to work.
Yeah, he was open in the seam, but like you said, just lost his footing there. You're happy that wasn't an interception.
Yeah, that when he made the angle out of his route, his foot just slipped out from under him because he could have. That's the play that you draw up in Madden, either right over the middle, deep down the field. That's the only play I know how to run, and I don't even do that very well. Right. But that's the one that he's taking it to the house.
Yeah, and all the quarterback had to do there, which he did, was throw that ball inside because the defender was towards the sideline. So you just throw that inside, and that's a house call for Tate.
Punt coming here is no pressure at all being applied from the Demons on the punt attempt. Ball will roll out of bounds at Northwestern State's 35-yard line. And so they will look to see if they can score on 3 consecutive drives here, which, you know, after looking at the first quarter, you're like, that's not going to happen at all, but might be a possibility here.
Stephen F. Austin's leading name, image, and likeness collective. Support our student athletes and join today.
We got a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 13:22 to go in the ball game. 45-17 to score. We'll be back here on ESPN+. Welcome back here. Homer Bryce Stadium in Nacogdoches. Fayard, the quarterback for the Demons, works with 1st and 10. Fayard dropping back, looking over to his left, finding the back on the swing route who's tackled. Clock will continue to run. Pass caught by the running back, number 18, Zay Davis. Davis is on some carries, has gotten some hard hits against him, but also making good plays, running the ball and catching the ball.
That was Jaden Southern on the stop for the Lumberjacks.
Davis now 2 receptions for 4 yards, but running the ball 8 for 48. This time he'll take another carry, this time add about 6 to that 48. 56 yards for him now.
And a big collision there.
Yeah. Bring up 3rd and short.
3rd down and 2.
That was the freshman, Kamarian Riddick for the Lumberjacks. Seeing some freshmen out there for the Lumberjacks making some plays. So this experience is only going to help those guys as they continue in their long college careers.
The big man, Keyshawn Reed, big old defensive tackle, 6'3", 280 out there as a freshman. Some pressure on the quarterback coming on that one as Jaden Cook doing the honors and making Fayard throw that one away. 4th and 2 coming up. And it looks like if Stephen F. Austin can hold them off for 2 yards here, they will prevent the Demons from scoring on 3 straight drives. The punt squad is coming out now.
As you can see, both offenses are having trouble moving the ball down the field here early in the 4th quarter.
So he has to get that defender off the. Oh, that's Quaylon Jones out there. The punt is high. Harris will fair catch that one at the 11-yard line. Pardon me, that wasn't Quaylon Jones. That was Travion Sneed. They both wear 23. I just saw 23 and it triggered with me real quick, but nonetheless. So 12:02 to go here in this 4th quarter, 45-17. We do have immediate timeout here. We'll take it with them here on ESPN+. And welcome back here, 12:02 to go. Rutherford, the quarterback for the Lumberjacks. He'll hand it off, and ground game will continue to attack with Jenkins going to say, hey, more than ball control, we're going to go for the home run here. Breaking one run off, a huge one for Jalen Jenkins.
Just showing his speed off on the big gashing run play.
Man, what a run. He found some daylight, and that's the kind of speed that this running back room has for SFA. Rutherford taking another snap, handing off to Jenkins once again. He don't need a breather. He can just work back up. But this time, though, not quite the same result as he only gains about 2 yards in the play.
Jenkins on the carry. Rocher on the stop. Give him a couple seconds.
Second down and 8 coming up. LeVar Lindo checking in. Jenkins will come on out. Man deserves a break. I'm out of breath watching him. Second down. Second down and 8 coming up. Rutherford dropping back to pass, looking deep in the end zone. Diving complete. It's a touchdown. Tawan TJ Atkins.
A senior for these Lumberjacks, and just what a diving catch, just beating his defender on a deep route, as you see here. Rutherford giving him a chance and just diving catch in the back of the end zone, and what a play.
An excellent play, well done. And Atkins getting his first touchdown of the season. Campos here for the extra point now. It's up, and of course it's good. 52-17. The score now here from Homer Bryce with 10:40 to go in this fourth quarter. I thought that was a fantastic dive. It was a great catch. It was a great throw from Rutherford to be able to set him up and go for it. And you know, listen, everybody's getting reps. Everybody gets, you never know when your number's going to be called. Well, right now that's what they, second, third string out there getting to get some high quality reps. They keep the gas, foot on the gas pedal, and now the defense, I think that it's their turn to kind of step up if you're Stephen F. Austin. If you're Northwestern State, though, you're saying, hey, let's go. We've had 2 second-half touchdowns. Let's see what we can produce, and let's see if we can keep this momentum going, because they do have potential to be able to win some games in this conference. It's going to be towards a little bit end of the conference schedule for them, but they're progressing. They're not where they want to be, but they're not where they once were either. So they are making steps in the right direction. Kickoff coming, and one of the few that won't be a touchback here this evening.
Oh,
wow. Slipping on the return is Miles Kit Denton. Slipped on that turf and then got a nice little hit on it as well.
Now it's Riddick again, the freshman.
Yeah.
Making a play. And you know those freshmen are ready to get in and fly around and make plays, and he showed it right there on that kickoff.
100%. Fade out one more time here for making a couple more drives, and this one we shall see. Some of the SFA scoring happening so quickly. It's been a lot of explosive plays as Lacey catches that one on the little swing route over to the right side, goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They will continue to roll the clock.
And Lacey, he's really thrived in those quick screen and just dumping it to him in the flat and allowing him to get some yards after the catch. That's where he's thrived in this game. You have to with this pass rush and pressure by the front seven of Stephen F. Austin.
Second down and 4 coming up. Fayard. Handed off to Lacey, left side, trying to get some space. Will he get the first down? No, a yard short. 3rd and 1.
That was Travion Sneed again, dragging him down.
It's a big dude.
Yeah, he is.
Big dude.
3rd and 1.
It's a 3rd and 1 coming up. Defense looking at the sideline for the call. Demons break the huddle. I formation, first time we've seen that here. They're just going for 1 yard. You can imagine they're going to try to pound it up the middle. Let's see. They will hand off to the fullback Broad, who he does get the 2 yards. One more than necessary to get the first down. So another first down for this Demon squad.
Ryan Tyler on the carry. Picks up first down yardage to the 27 for the Demons.
And just how spread out football is now, especially on the offensive side of the ball, they have spread offenses. It's always refreshing to see those fullbacks get back into the action, and get the yards that they can get on those short yardage opportunities.
Stephen F. Austin has a 22 first down. Northwestern State with 11. Fayer dropping back to pass. He has a man wide open. The zone coverage busted up by Kennard King, finding his gap, and Fayer making a really great throw deep down the field.
One of the big guys down for Northwestern State. But
yeah, one of the linemen for the Demons is down at their own 20 at the moment. And take a look at what's at this last play here, finding the.
You see again, just getting hit and just throwing a dime.
Yeah, and there's just gap back in the coverage, and taking the pressure, taking the hit, delivering, making the throw anyways, and. They're still tending to the player down. As they tend to him, we'll cut away for 60 seconds to be back here in just a moment. And welcome back here. 8:34 to go in this one. 1st and 10. Handoff going to Lacey. Lacey got by the first defender and then hit hard the second time through. That second wave, second layer, and a hit coming hard from the safety, Hollis Robinson.
Just a great drive for Lacey all around, just catching the ball at the backfield and getting positive yards in the run game, in the inside run game as well. So great drive for him for Northwestern State.
So 2nd down to 3 coming up. Fair hands it off one more time.
Oh man,
but this one is just absolute domination. The defensive line has been good. Spearheading that one, Victor Adusi.
Another one of those big guys in the middle, along with Bobino. Not on that play, but just Bobino and Adusi are just big guys to move.
Yeah.
For this defense.
Big guys that's like
massive.
Have quick feet. It's kind of a cheat code. It's a cheat code.
Yeah.
I mean, the most dominant guys at what they do are those big, ferocious monsters that are huge, but they can also move like
space as well,
like crazy. 3rd down and 4. Reception by the tight end. He gets hit as he made the hop. Joseph Moreland, the tight end.
And that was Lane Lewis again for Stephen F. Austin. He's been flying around as one of those backups coming in and making plays.
So 4th and 2.
Do you expect Northwestern State to go for it here?
Fake the handoff on one side. Wow. Oh, fumble. Will he take it to the house? Let's see. Big man with the football going down the field. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Can he take it to the house? The scoop and score. It's a Lumberjack touchdown. It's ran back to the house by Caden Turner.
The redshirt freshman defensive tackle from Waco, Texas.
That is a 68-yard scoop and score to the house for
as you can see here, looking for the pullback in space and just taking a huge hit and, man, picking it up and big man taking it back to the house.
And look at that protection all the way around. The whole defense came down. They get the man the touchdown. Right. A defensive touchdown here for Stephen F. Austin.
And now it's Tyler Hutcherson coming off the edge and just coming up from his cornerback position, making the play. So that pressure again causing issues.
It's came in waves, and we saw that the starting group really get after it. Now you're seeing the 2nd, 3rd string really get after it as well. Campos, extra point, good. 59-17. There's the score, and we'll stay here as we get ready to kick this one off. 59 is second most points that Stephen F. Austin has scored this season. The most being 77 in an abbreviated second half against North American. I don't feel bad for the. I'm glad I'm not one of those guys having to do all them push-ups. I can tell you that much.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's for sure. The defense, though, has surrendered 17 points, which will put this. They gave no points to North American, 7 points to Northern Colorado. And this is the third most and the third least when you look at it. Glass half full, glass half empty. I don't know. Third most, third least, with 17 so far. McNeese, they gave up 28, and North Texas 35. That North Texas game was I think was a great indicator of what this team could be, because they really were in that game all the way up until about 3 minutes left in it. It's a 15-point game final, but it was very close all throughout. The defense looked so strong. The offense looked really good as well. 59-17, kickoff coming from Hand. His leg might be getting a little tired. He's kicking a little bit shorter than what he was at the beginning of the game, but he's done it a whole lot too. Pretty good workout. The return would have been better off letting that be a touchback, as they are coming to the 11-yard line is where Northwestern State will start off in this one. 59-17 your score. So next week, Stephen F. Austin is going to Lamar. It'll be a very important conference matchup, and Northwestern State will be hosting Texas A&M Commerce. Give you some score updates from across the conference. Ooh, we have a timeout on the field. It should just be a 30-second break, so we'll stay here with it. But Houston Christian finished off McNeese, and I think is what's a very surprising result so far. Houston Christian winning that one 43-22 over McNeese. McNeese now 1-1 in Southland play. Houston Christian 1-0 as it was their conference opener. Southeastern Louisiana finished up with a win over Texas A&M Commerce. Next week will be a good battle between Northwestern State and Texas A&M Commerce. Commerce 0-5. Northwestern State will probably be 0-6. Somebody getting their first win of the season. Southeastern Louisiana won 21-9. Incarnate Word defeated Prairie View A&M in a non-conference matchup, 56-28. And then Nichols, also in a non-conference, defeated Southern 51-7.
Either a
right
false
now,
start or an illegal snap.
Yeah, something's whatever it is, it's a penalty against.
Snap infraction. Number 73. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And I was looking at it. That ball came back to the quarterback a little funky.
Yeah.
So I knew it was either a false start or a snap infraction.
Stephen F. Austin has put up the most points in the conference tonight. Incarnate Word close behind him at 56. Stephen F. Austin, though, right now with 59. So backed up deep in their own territory are the Demons here on this one, and they will fight ahead and maybe get 2 yards on the play.
Usually Harris on the carry for about 3, break up second down, 7. Break up second down and 13.
Second down and 13 coming up. 42-point lead, 6-touchdown lead for Stephen F. Austin right now. Fayard will hand it off, and that one won't even get a yard on the play. Third down, they will give him 1 yard now. Third down and 12 coming up.
On the carry. First there for SMA, Jake Gillespie.
Courtney, both teams a lot to be, I mean, obviously for Stephen F. Austin, a lot to be proud of. Northwestern State, I still think there's a lot of bright spots as well that they'll take and move it into next week, because you're going from playing one of the best defenses, one of the best offenses in the country, to now next week against Commerce going against one of the worst. And so I think that you play competitive, you learn some stuff. Next week might feel a little bit better. A low ball will snap is just thrown away. He was out of the pocket, so no intentional grounding.
But like you said, with SFA have one of the best offenses and defenses in the conference. I mean, this is back-to-back weeks that the defense for Northwestern State has faced the top offense in the entire FCS.
True. Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
And so yeah, this team has a lot to build on, and they have some bright spots, and they have some areas that they have to continue to work on. But they chipped away, and they put together some good drives here in the second half on offense.
Abram Johnson, the quarterback now he was the quarterback on that drive for the Demons. Punt coming as they'll block it off enough to not be blocked on that. 4:29. We will roll through. We'll stay here. 59-17 in this rivalry matchup. As we mentioned throughout this one, a huge rivalry. A lot of ever since like 1940, this thing's been going on. Northwestern State with the all-time leading record in it, but they are fighting for the world's largest traveling trophy. We'll get to show you that as soon as this one wraps up. It's Stephen F. Austin, though, taking over in Northwestern State territory at the 48. McEllier, the new quarterback here for Stephen F. Austin.
The redshirt junior from Kilgore, Texas.
Yeah, Dalton McEllier. And now, second down and 5.
A Deep East Texas kid is able to play close to home.
At the FCS level, you got to recruit your own state well. Absolutely. If you want to have success, you got to be able, that you're not FBS, but man, there's a lot of kids, a lot of talent, especially in Texas high school football, a lot of pools to draw from. So second down and 5 coming up. McEllier working with man in motion. Second carry of the game coming up for Diego Benson.
Benson doing a good job of continuing to move those feet. A little extracurricular going on. It's a rivalry game.
Rivalries don't know scores, okay? They just know I don't like this guy. I don't like that team. I don't like that jersey. I don't like what they stand for, and everything else in between. Like, it's just you're just your rival. So clock will continue to roll here after Benson's carry. Another home game for the Lumberjacks where, you can kind of put aside the 2 deep, and now you're going full roster because there's a lot of names and a lot of attention for a lot of guys.
Right.
So now you're scouring through and getting to take a look between, 100 different guys on the roster, literally. And so it's a good thing getting to see guys come in, have opportunities to play, and college sports is a special thing to get to do. They'll fake the handoff and then look outside over on the right side.
A little miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. Receiver was blocking and quarterback threw it out there quick. Was probably expecting a quick curl route, but
it is getting a little chippy here towards the end of this game too. Second down and long coming up. 2:18. College football world is seen over in the FBS world some pretty massive upsets, some crazy things going on. Talk about that here in a moment. 2nd and 10. Stephen F. Austin will put Edwards in motion. Handoff going though, and that should take us down to the 2-minute timeout.
On the carry. are in Ivory on the stop.
So the 2-minute timeout happening. We'll take the break with them. Almost wrapped up here, 59-17 from Homer Bryce. We'll be back in a moment here on ESPN. Welcome back here, 3rd and medium for the Lumberjacks. Benson getting the carry, and we'll get the first down for Stephen F. Austin. Man, that first down probably going to take us through. Should take it just about to the end of this game. And Courtney, if over in the FBS world, not a good night to be a favorite. Not a good night. This was supposed to be the week where the honeydew list was getting done. You can kind of ignore some of those games, but now you see Bama go down, you see USC go down, you see Michigan go down. A lot of guys. Was there one more? And the one that's happening right now?
Yeah, Tennessee and Arkansas. Arkansas is driving on Tennessee with under 3 minutes left in a 1-point game. It's 13 Tennessee leading, so it's the week of the upset in college football, and like you say, anything can happen. The shockwaves heard around the country, and Vanderbilt upsetting Alabama, #1 Alabama. So
what a great opportunity yeah, you got to love it, because as a fan, it's on these types of weekends that, because you have Alabama and Georgia, one of the best college football games you've seen in a while last week, and the comeback was great to see, but wow, then you come out and then get Vandy upset. Vandy's been hungry. Vandy's been a school that's been definitely on the rise the last couple of years. They've had improved seasons, and now it's like, hey, listen, we're the first time for them to ever beat a #1 ranked school ever in their program's history. So college football, nothing like it, and that's why it's an honor and a privilege to get to call these games, get to call them with you, but also get to call them and be with all of our fans, and because college athletics is there's nothing like it, especially in football, and love getting to see all of this. Well, tonight, this one's wrapped up here from Homer Bryce Stadium. The Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks are victorious 59-17 over the Northwestern State Demons, and we got the guys, we got the big guys. I mean, it's going to take 5, 6, 7 men. They are running over to grab the newly formed and newly designed trophy. They are going up on the hill right now as
you got the right guys going over here to get it.
Yes, they do. They got the right guys as they are carrying this thing out. The cannons are going off. Fireworks are here. And we'll get you some imagery of that trophy here in a moment, too, as they are carrying it out in the rivalry matchup. Fireworks show going off in the background. But the rivalry continues. SFA has now won 3 games in a row against Northwestern State, and all the Lumberjacks on the far side of the field around the 20-yard line as a team carrying the newly formed 7'6" trophy, 320 pounds. There's the team with it. The trophy stands above, and the SFA logo on top of it for sure.
Just an amazing scene, and you gotta love the traditions of college football. That's what makes college football special and makes it one of the best games. I say the best game in the entire world, and you see it there.
Rivalry games are fun, and teams and traditions are great, and they love to get to live on. But what a cool opportunity to get to be here and call this one with you tonight. It was a good matchup for Stephen F. Austin. They were able to come out and dominate from the beginning and really just kept the foot on the gas. Good effort from Northwestern State to come back as well, and a couple bright spots as they try to take it to their next matchups. But this one is over here, and the guys get to celebrate, and they get to claim ownership of the newly formed trophy. 7'6", 320 pounds, and it's a fun night tonight. For all of our behind-the-scenes team, we appreciate all the production crew that's happening here to help make this broadcast happen for you. And for Courtney Garcia, I'm Chris Simmons saying so long here from Nacogdoches, Texas, where the final score is 59-17. All games are airing on the ESPN networks or streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.